Welcome to Yoga with Dana. This 30-minute flow is designed to help energize. So if you're feeling a little sluggish or you need some uplifting, join me. We'll set up our space, bringing your mat. I like to bring an extra support for my knees. So you'll come to a comfortable seat. I'm going to take hero's pose today with my hips back on my heels, palms gently resting onto the lap, and the spine nice and straight. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Open your mouth and let the breath come out. Do that again. Take a deep breath in. Maybe pause at the top. Hold the inhale. And then exhale deeply. Let all of that breath go. Soften the space between your eyebrows as you bring your palms together to touch in front of the heart. We'll tuck our chin inwards and just bow in gratitude for getting yourself here to the mat for practice, or any other intention that you'd like to set. We'll lift that intention up, extend your arms to the sky, and then softly open the arms, maybe back bend. Bring the palms back down to the tops of your thighs, and you'll lift your heart, extend it forward. And then exhale, round your shoulders inward, tuck the chin. Do that again, deep breath in and deep breath out. Bring your spine straight, reach your arms up overhead, deep inhale. Exhale, bending the elbows. One more time here. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, bend the elbows, opening the chest, and expand your wings all the way east and west. On an exhale, turn to the right. You're going to place your right hand on your low back for support. And lift the heart, gentle twist to the right. Good. Open your arms back up, straight spine. On an exhale, twist to the left. Bringing your left hand to your low back, your right hand can cross onto the left knee. Good. Release the twist, open your wings, straight spine, maybe lift your chin to the sky. And then exhale, we'll bring the hands down right in front of us for a tabletop. Tuck the toes, lift the heart, cow pose. Untuck the toes, round for cat. Just trying to get really long in the spine here. Extend the heart forward and then contract, bring the heart inward. And then from your cat and cow, we'll take some barrel rolls with the rib cage. So think rib cage all the way to the right and all the way to the left. Opening up the side body, we'll then tuck the toes and come into downward facing dog. Bend your right knee, look under your left armpit. And then bend your left knee a lot, looking under your right armpit. Good. Give both knees a healthy bend. Look forward and take a walk up to the top of your mat. Hands slide to the shins, flatten your back, and then on an exhale, bend your knees and fold. We'll do that a couple of times here. Again, inhale, flatten your back. Exhale, bend your knees and deeply fold. Good, one more time, and then you'll drop your head. We'll sweep our hands to the right side of the mat. Push down into your left heel, get a side body stretch. And then as you sweep your hands over to the left side, you'll plug your right heel down. Good. Come back to center, maybe shake it out a little bit left and right. And then you'll push down into your feet and slowly rise all the way up to stand. Mountain pose has your shoulders over your hips, your palms facing forwards, dropping your shoulders away from the ears. Feet are firmly planted as you grow. Lift up your wings all the way to the sky. Take a full body stretch. Maybe soften the space between your eyebrows, letting go of some tension. Maybe there's worry or anxiety. Little bit of a back bend in the upper spine. You could open up as if you're reaching your armpits to the sky. And then re-straighten your body, fold over your legs. You're going to lift up just so we can step back into a plank pose. Drop both of your ankles to the right of your plank. Balance weight in your right hand. Lift left arm up, side plank. Take it to the left. Think about lifting your right hip as your right arm reaches to the sky. And then we'll come back to downward facing dog. Roll yourself forward, plank pose. Keep the abdomen really strong as you lower your knees down to the earth. Then your chest and your chin. Bring your body all the way down. Inhale, rises your shoulders off the ground. Baby cobra, your hands are right underneath your shoulders. Your elbows are plugged in towards your rib cage. Inhale, lifts your shoulders up. Exhale, release back down to the ground. We'll do that a couple times. And then you'll thread back through tabletop into downward facing dog. From down dog, walk to the top, take a halfway lift, and exhale to forward fold. Push down, rise up, sweep your arms all the way up to the top. Maybe there's another back bend here if that felt good. Arching the upper spine. And then straighten your spine to swan dive over the legs, forward fold. We're going to step the right foot back. That's where I like to bring the padding underneath my knee. Have that there for you to support your practice. Long lunge, kicking back through your right heel. Activate the leg first. And then you can soften it down to the earth. We'll bring the hands up to the hips. Internally pressing your right hip forward. Get that stretch before you take your arms up overhead. That'll just elevate the stretch as you reach the arms up. And then we're going to slide the left hip back. As you bring your hands down, frame the left leg for half split here, stretching the back of your left leg with the left foot flexed. Gaze can stay up or it comes down. Good. Step back on the left foot, scoop the right knee off the ground, and we're going to step to the top of the mat. Full breath, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Push down, rise all the way up. Arms sweep up overhead. It may feel natural at this point to back bend for a breath, and then fold over your legs. Inhale, halfway lift. This time, step your left foot back. Organize your support so that when the knee comes down, it's there for you. Push back through the left heel, activate the left leg. Engage the left kneecap, feel that draw up the left quadricep. Right, energizing. And then we'll bring it down, soften the left knee down, and bring your hands over up to your hips. You're going to reach the arms up overhead, take that elongated stretch, pushing the front of your left hip forward. And then draw your hip back. So you're flexing your right foot into a half split. Breathing into the back of your right leg fully. And then we'll step back onto the right foot, scoop the left knee off the ground, and step up to the top of the mat. Forward fold on an exhale. Inhale rises you up. Maybe there's that back bend for you. And then we'll come into a moment of mountain pose. Palms face forward. Deep breath in. And exhale tension. So let the tension, anxiety, or worry drop on the exhale. Inhale, rise. Exhale, folds. Inhale, step back to plank pose. Exhale, lower halfway. Inhale, bring your heart to upward facing dog. And then you roll over the toes, lifting your hips, downward facing dog. Good, let's take the right leg up, three-legged dog. Bend your knee and open your hip. So think about lifting your right hip up, maybe lifting the right knee, and on an exhale, really strong from the low belly, right foot taps right elbow. And then you're going across, lift it up, and then take right knee, left elbow. Shoot the foot through, landing the outer edge of the right foot down, sweep the left arm up, rock star. Good, hip opener, heart opener. Three-legged dog, draw it back, and then step that right foot forward. Good, move from your core, you're in your low lunge. And we move from lunge into pyramid, sliding your right hip back, another opportunity to stretch the back of your right leg. Breathe in and deep breath out. Shift your left foot to parallel the back of the mat. And we're going to come up to warrior two. So you want to have your right knee stacked over your right ankle and push into the outer edge of your left foot. Straighten your right leg, reach your arms up overhead. Exhale, return to warrior two. So it's inhale, straighten, lift up, lengthen. Exhale, return, warrior two. Sweep the left hand behind your back, reach your right arm up, reverse warrior. And then the right elbow is going to come down. Take a really beautiful side angle stretch. Left arm up, lengthening from the fingertips to the toes on the left side. Good, we'll bring our hands to the hips and parallel the right foot to the top of the mat. So you can take a big stretch up in your wide straddle and a forward fold. Inhale halfway in your fold. And we're just going to walk ourselves back around to the top of the mat, step up to the top. Lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Good. Push all the way down into your feet. Rise up to stand. A little bit of an arch back. Exhale, swan dives you forward, down into your fold, and move through your vinyasa, your chaturanga, from high push up to low, upward facing, back into downward facing. So we call this chaturanga, the shape of your elbows bending to that low push up, but also known as vinyasa, that flow. So get back to downward facing dog and then take it on the left side. Bend your left knee, open the left hip in the three-legged dog. And then you're squeezing from your low belly, left knee to left elbow. Draw it back. Tap left knee to right elbow and shoot it through. We're balancing weight on right hand and lifting everything, your hips, your heart, your right arm. Good, and then you'll step back into three-legged dog. Bring the knee down the center and step the left foot forward. Take your low lunge to your pyramid. Stretch. Inhale, breath to low lunge. Exhale, breath to pyramid. Good, then we're going to change the shape of the back right leg, paralleling the foot to the back of the mat, coming up into warrior two. Straighten the left leg, inhale the arms overhead. Exhale to rebend. Inhale. Exhale, return to warrior two, deep bend in that left knee. Right hand sweeps behind the back, lift up for your reverse warrior. Left side body stretch. Left arm comes down to left thigh, extend the right arm up and make a beautiful diagonal line, stretching everything up the right side body. And then we'll sweep the hands down to the earth. Find yourself in a wide straddle, flatten your back on a halfway lift, and then exhale, deep forward fold. Bump your right foot out to the right. We're going to shift our weight to the right for Skandasana. Inner leg stretch. And then we'll go over to the left as you bend your left knee, lengthening the right leg, the inner right leg. And then you'll turn yourself around back to the top of the mat, step up to the top, take a halfway lift, inhale, and an exhale to fold. Push down into the feet, rise all the way up. Back bend and take your flow, your vinyasa, from high to low push-up. Take a big breath in your upward facing dog as you shine your heart forward, and exhale back into downward facing dog. Take the right leg back up into the air, bend the knee, open the hip, maybe flip your dog here, paralleling the feet this time, pushing your hips to the sky, arching the spine open. And then you'll unflip, take that right leg and step it forward. Engage your core and bring your upper body upwards to your high lunge. I like to micro bend my left knee here so get that same action of your left hip pressing forward. And then we shift the back foot open to warrior two. Inhale, breath to reverse your warrior. And then again, exhale, we'll side angle pose. Take that big breath up the left side. Return warrior two. Reverse it and straighten the left leg here in your reverse triangle. Get nice and long on the left side, and then we'll extend the right arm forward and take triangle pose. Hinge at the hips. Bring the right arm down. Bring the left arm up to the sky, stacking shoulders. Notice what's happening with your breath. And you smooth it out. And then ground down into your right foot a lot. Bend it a little bit. And see about floating your left leg to the sky. Kick through your left heel. Think about opening your left hip. In your half moon here, maybe you take the left arm up and stack the shoulders as well. Awesome. Get as much out of that shape as you can. And then when you're ready to come out, you transition the left hip to parallel the mat for standing split. And bring both legs to the earth. Lift halfway and fold. Press down, rise up. We're going to return to mountain pose. And then sweep the arms up overhead. Huge breath in. Back bend to release, opening yourself up. And when you're ready, you're folding over your legs and taking the vinyasa, the movement. High push up to low, upward dog, back to downward facing dog. Other side, left leg goes into the air, bend the knee, open the hip. Maybe continue to drop the left foot until your feet hit the ground, parallel them for a flip dog, pushing the hips and the heart open. Slowly unflip and bring your left foot forward. You can always skip the flip dog, take a lunge pose. High lunge left side. Again, micro bend the right knee. And then go ahead, open to warrior two. Spin that right heel down to the ground. Reach the left arm up for reverse. Then you're going to reverse your triangle, straightens that left leg. Just for a moment, and then we'll bend left knee, side angle. Left elbow on left knee, right arm to the sky. Maybe even it reaches forward over the right ear, so you have this long diagonal line. Return for a breath, warrior two. Reverse. And then you'll straighten your left leg for a moment in reverse triangle before setting up for triangle here on the left side. Reach your arm forward, hinge at the hips, left arm comes down, right arm comes up. Deep breath in and deep breath out. Shift your gaze to your left foot if it's not already. Bend the left knee a little bit so you can scoot the right foot in. And you're kicking through your right heel so you can come into half moon. Kick through the right heel. Ground down into your left foot. Maybe the right arm reaches up. When you're ready to transition, standing split, right leg in the air, maybe for a breath or two, and then you bring both feet down, take a halfway lift and a forward fold. Just down into the feet, rise all the way up to stand, shine the heart forward, open up, and then swan dive over the legs. Move through your chaturanga, your vinyasa, from high to low. And a big cleansing breath in your downward facing dog here. You're going to take the knees down here, maybe bring them a little bit wide. Sink your hips back to your heels and extend your arms forward, surrendering the forehead and the heart down to the earth. Child's pose. Good. From child's pose, we're going to set up on our knees, hips over the knees, and then sink back. Be sure and press all 10 toes to the earth. As you sit your hips back onto your heels, it's a pretty intense toe stretch. And then you bring your hands to your heels, or possibly blocks if you need a little bit more height, and you're pressing both of your hips forward. Shoulders drop back, camel pose. Your head can drop back or it can stay looking forward. Really pull your belly in to protect your low back. Come out of this shape. Keep the knees together, drop your forehead and your shoulders down. You're in a little tiny ball embryo shape. Taking a second opportunity for the same shape, camel pose. Gives us time to go a little bit deeper. Also gives us time to just let the body know where it needs to go. Right? So you've got your toes pushed into the ground. You're going to take your hands back to your heels. Start to roll the shoulders open. And then push your hips forward. Reach your heart up. And again, you can keep your head looking forward. If it's not too much strain, you can open the throat, dropping your chin to the sky, neck back. Come out just the way you came in, maybe a little extra support on the low back. Moving slow is really important in this type of shape. And then exhale, go back to that embryo, teeny tiny ball folded down to the earth. Good. That's the pose. That's these heart openers. The heart and the hip openers is a combination that can be really awakening. So hopefully that felt really good, really energizing. And then we will just do a few more postures before coming into relaxation. On your back, set yourself up on your back, roll your knees into your chest. And then we're going to take just the right leg up, lengthen it. And then bend the left knee. So your right ankle is going to come onto your left knee for figure 4 on our back. You can keep the left foot on the ground, or you lift it up and sweep your hands behind your left knee. Flexing your right foot is going to bring a nice amount of sensation into the right hip. And then we want to try and just relax the whole spine and the neck down onto the earth. And then we're going to continue to cross the right knee on top of the left. Extend your arms out, open wide, and then drop your knee pile to the right for a twist. It's helpful to twist on an exhalation. Deep breath in. And deep breath out. And then you'll uncross the legs, bring them both back to center. Take figure 4 on the left. So left ankle to right knee. You can take your hands to the back of your right knee. Flex that left foot. And plug your spine down into the earth. Good, then you're going to cross your left knee on top of the right. And drop both knees to the left. Supine twist. Uncross the legs, bring both knees back into the center. And drop your hands down at the sides of your hips. Maybe even tuck your hands underneath your hips. Or if you have a block at home and you want to bring your block underneath your hips. This is a supported hip stand. And then we'll bring our legs down into rest shavasana. And take a full body stretch. Reach your arms up overhead. Curl your knees into the chest. And roll over onto your right side. Press down and come up into a seat. In your seat, you'll take a deep breath in and a deep, full breath out. Bring the palms together to touch right in front of your heart. Bowing your chin into the hands. Honoring yourself, your practice. Getting here to the mat. We'll lift those thumbs up, the palms in front of the heart come in front of the face, the third eye, the center of our being. And then we bow down to one another. Namaste.